You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's time for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by our commercial-free Christmas channel, 24/7. Commercial-free, courtesy of our sponsors at snowyradio.com. Dan, what you got for us?
Hey, happy Fridays in your little faces there, Smalls.
Yeah.
We did it again.
We did.
Wrapped up another week. It's just crazy. Time marches on, and here we are just marching along with it. Blowing out the birthday candles today. It's a lot of them. John Michael Osborne. We call him Ozzy.
Oh, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne.
Wizard of Oz is 73 today.
Okay.
And actress Daryl Hannah.
I like her.
Yeah, I knew her from Splash, Blade Runner, and the Grumpy Old Men franchise, of course.
She is no longer an actress, though.
Really?
She doesn't act anymore. Nope.
Well, she's 61.
Oh,
Okay.
She's adorable.
Okay, it's probably worth, hundreds of dollars.
I would assume.
More than that.
At least. And here's someone we all agree on. I know that for a fact. He's adorable. Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Encino Man,
Yep.
the Mummy franchise, George of the Jungle, and I think you two's favorite, Blast from the Past.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The 1998 classic. Brendan is 53 today.
Nice.
1919. Come on, Dan, get it together, will ya? 1775. What? I'm off by a couple centuries.
That's all right. You're good.
1775, the first official U.S. flag is raised, the Grand Union flag, aboard the naval vessel, the USS Alfred.
What did that one look like? The Grand Union flag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that one.
Listen, if you
I got
find
to
one in a
Google
trunk,
something.
it's worth a couple bucks.
I'll bet it is.
It was 1967. And again, how'd you like to be the first guy to do this? Holy cow. 67. The first human heart transplant is performed in South Africa
Wow.
by Dr. Christian Bernard on, he's one of my peeps. He's from Polish country, Louis Washkansky.
He's the one that got the first heart, huh?
He did, first human heart. Louis, actually, after that surgery, did regain consciousness, was able to speak with family members and the press. Louis lasted about 18 days.
Wow.
Up to that point, they'd been experimenting with chimpanzee hearts in human
Right.
beings, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
People would have a hankering for bananas.
It was
No?
1984. I remember getting an invite, but I couldn't make it. I had something else going on. 1984. Harry Stevens marries Thelma Lucas in Wisconsin.
Okay.
What?
Who are they?
I was in Wisconsin in 84.
Do we know these people?
Does this sound random to you?
Sounds a bit
Little
random.
bit.
All right, well, here's the skinny. Harry happened to be 103 years old.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And he was robbing the cradle. Thelma, baby, was only 83.
Oh, my.
But Harry's on the books as the oldest groom on record.
How cute.
Yeah, they raised a family, and they're retired now.
Are they? I bet they are.
Season tickets to Packers.
Of course.
Harry still quaffs the occasional Leinenkugel. I know. You know. Things that you would have never known had I not brought that up.
That's
we can
true.
just move ahead here, get this thing done.
Going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by snowyradio.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Friday?
Everybody goes through this, and you guys had to do it recently, picking names.
Oh, yeah.
Not for kids, but
Dogs.
Puppy.
for pets, for dogs.
Yeah.
And every year it changes a little bit. Most popular names for dogs. I happen to have the 2021 list across the country. What's going on here? Why did you guys name your fake dog Cassie, by the way?
I don't
have
I
no
lost
idea.
a bet.
It wasn't based on anything. It just
No.
okay.
I didn't even get a say. I
But the
wanted to
middle
her
name
something
was from The Mentalist.
else. Cassie Jane.
Cassie Jane.
Oh yeah.
We were big into that at the time.
Yeah, we haven't watched
We're
that.
drinking a lot of tea.
Holy cow.
Every day, 4 or 5 episodes.
This year's most popular female dog names from number 10 to number 1 as follows: Molly, Stella, Bailey, Lola, Lily, Zoe, Daisy, Lucy. At number 2 is Luna. Luna's really kind of caught fire here the last little while. And at number 1 is Bella.
No Rover on the list, huh?
Nope. Yeah, Spot, Rover, stuff like that. That's kind of bygone,
gone.
man. Fido used to be big.
Yeah, not anymore.
For the male dogs from 10 to number 1, Jack, Tucker. This has been around a long time and happened to be my nickname growing up. Duke is at number 8.
Nice.
Even
Rocky.
still.
Rocky's at 7, followed by Bear, Milo, Buddy, Cooper, Charlie, number 1 slot, Max.
Huh. I can see that. Just heard a comedian yesterday. I was listening to several comedians, and one of them was talking about, he's like, what's the deal with people and their kids and their dogs? They're naming their dogs things like Kevin, and their kids things like Wicker Basket. Because
It's kind of true.
They're just making up names for kids. Meanwhile, their dogs' names are Kevin, Mike, Dennis,
Gary.
Yeah. Well, very nice, Dan. So when was the last time you had a dog? Have you had a dog in a while?
Yeah, it would have been, let's see, did a rescue deal with German Shepherd Rottweiler mix.
Ooh, that sounds
And
cool.
I owned a little bar at the time.
Yeah.
And I set it out. We actually did a vote thing with my regulars, and it went on for a while. What are we going to name this dog? And the final
Were they satellite
2
dog?
name nominations were this. Now, keep in mind, this is about a 105-pound beast.
Yeah.
It's all muscle and teeth. Gorgeous, gorgeous animal. The 2 top names, and we did fortunately, I had the tie-breaking vote, was either going to be Fluffy
Yeah.
or Bomber.
Oh, I bet you went with Bomber.
Ended up Bomber.
That's
It was a
good.
lovely, lovely animal. Bomber was pretty awesome, pretty smart.
It would have
and-
been pretty adorable, though.
I would have gone with Fluffy if that's, if it would have been overwhelming. Yeah, that dog's name would have been Fluffy because that's how democracy works.
There you go. Well, Dan, thank you for that, sir.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Coming up, we got some coffee talk to get to. We'll do that before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. I could go for a cup of their coffee right now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Dan. I can still see through my coffee. So
It is the coffee that we've been generating.
Isn't that weird?
The comfy confines of the sunny studios here, and
it's transparent now.
I don't judge or anything else, but it's awful, and I don't know how I can live like this.
Well, the thing that's weird, I'm not doing anything different. So all of a sudden we went from good, thick, hearty coffee. It still tastes good, but I can see right through it now.
Maybe it's the maker. Maybe it's...
I don't know.
No, there's something that's going on, and it needs
Something.
to stop. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
I agree.
Because as you two well know, I do have a book chock full of resentments that
Yes,
I write
and
down.
I'm sure that's in there.
And it's all based on what happens around here.
Started with our own page. Now we each have our own chapter.
Speaking of things you consume, coffee and whatnot, this is hitting way too close to home for me. I'm taking this personally. Dateline, Sioux Falls, Hy-Vee has announced it's closing.
Yeah.
I know.
Actually,
A lot
it'll be
of sad
closing
folks.
4 retail locations, but only one really has to do with us in Sioux Falls, and it happens to be the one I go to just about 3 times a week. 2700 West 10th Street, the one right off Kiwanis. They're shutting her down January 1st. That's it. Gone. Bang.
That's really sad. And every time I'm in there, it's swamped. It's just, it's
It's an
really
employee
sad.
problem.
Yeah.
I know.
They can't staff it, which I've certainly noticed the past couple months, but it's like, whatever. So, yeah.
And that's
they're gonna-
not the first business that's closing because of not having enough people. Because
Okay,
Pizza
John,
Rev, remember that?
again, I don't care about anyone else.
He only cares about himself.
This is where I shop.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of you are on your own, man.
But I remember Pizza Rev did that, and then 41st and what is it? 41st and Louise, that Wendy's was
Well,
closed
it's
due to
a
staff. Now it's closed
nationwide.
completely,
It's a
so.
nationwide problem.
It is.
If you're looking for a job, come to Sioux Falls, man. We got plenty of them.
But
There's
here's what I
plenty of
want to
them
put out
everywhere.
there. Okay, as and I don't brag about it a lot, but I'm independently wealthy, and I spend a lot of money on groceries, and it's mostly high end stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to, hey, give me 27 pounds of Wagyu beef, would you, butcher man? And I don't care if you have your thumb on the scale. Let's just wrap it up. So if you're in the the grocery business in town, and I don't care which one it is, if you want to get a hold of me, we'll make a deal on, say, beef jerky on kind of a monthly basis, and I'll start shopping at your store.
Hey, there you go. That sounds like a good plan.
605-933-1980.
Ask for Dan.
Give it your best shot.
Very nice.
I'll be a customer.
I will too.
That's just kind of sad. Actually, a Hy-Vee is going to turn it into more of a commercial property. I mean, it's still going to be a Hy-Vee. It's just not going to be a grocery store. Making stuff like that. So.
Oh. Okay. That'll be interesting.
That is my understanding, anyway.
Huh.
So, yeah, kind of sad to see, and because there's nothing else in that area, and there's a
There's
huge
a
amount of
lot
residences,
of people.
big rental properties, and everything else. So, what everybody's going to do, I don't know. As for me, I'm going to start raising my own food.
I like that. Very good. Dan, thank you for that, sir.
Absolutely.
Coming your way in just a moment, we're going to get another report from Dan. He's making up some news right now. It's on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. Going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. How's this for positive news? How would you like to win $1,000? Huh? That'd be pretty cool. 7th annual Mocktails Mix-Off is coming up on December the 15th. Now, that sounds like it's a long ways away. That is like 2 weeks away. And next week is the deadline to get in your recipe. And you can be a winner. Let me click on here and see how many. Do we have quite a few in? Mocktailsmixoff.com. And I can click, oh, hey, we've got some in here. Good luck to you guys. But you know what? There's room for more. We're going to have 10 teams or individuals compete head-to-head for the grand prize of $1,000. Other prizes will be given away as well. Be sure to tell your friends about this. You guys could team up and have a team, or you could compete against each other. It's going to happen on the 15th of December at the Elride Shrine. This is the 7th annual event. It's the first time we've done it there. I'm excited to be there. It's going to be a great night to do it. They've got some dinner and stuff going on that night, so you can come out, have dinner there, and join us for a ton of fun for the 7th annual Mocktails Mix-Off. Now, if you'd like to participate and actually compete to win, you don't want to wait. You want to get your submissions in now because, like I said, Wednesday of next week, Wednesday the 8th, is the deadline, and you won't be able to submit anything after that. So Wednesday is when we close the registration, and then next Thursday the 9th is when we reach out and say, hey, congrats, you're one of our qualifiers. And you're one step closer to winning $1,000. And then the following Wednesday, the 15th, is when we compete head-to-head. We duke it out. We have all kinds of fun, and we make a winner out of somebody of $1,000 for the grand prize. Huge thank you to Health Connect of South Dakota and, of course, your friends here at Sunny Radio and Snowy Radio. And insert your business name here. There's room for more sponsors on this thing. I've got a couple of folks that are kind of on the fence. They're thinking maybe. So I'm hoping that we'll be adding them real soon. But we'd love to have you as well. If you're a business owner out there and you're going, hey, I like this idea. The Mocktails Mix-Off, this is the 7th annual event, and it's a really cool thing because we'll as soon as we're done with the contest, we're going to distribute all of the recipes. So when you're having your holiday parties, you can have some nice non-alcohol drinks. I was going to say alcohol-free and non-alcohol. It all came together. So non-alcohol-free, that doesn't make sense. Drinks with no alcohol in them. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a cocktail. It's a mocktail. And there's some really good ones. And you can come and test them, taste them, try them on the 15th. But if you want to submit your recipe, now is the chance to do it. You can find the link at sunnyradio.com, or you can go directly to mocktailsmixoff.com. But if you don't know how to spell that, or if you forget what that is, we've got a link at sunnyradio.com. We've got it on our social media as well. And again, this weekend is the big push. Get your submissions in, because this coming week is go time, showtime. The 8th is the deadline. That's Wednesday. Can you believe Wednesday's already the 8th? Going to notify all the qualifiers on the 9th of December, which is Thursday. So don't wait, don't delay, do it today. Go to sunnyradio.com. We're going to have music that night from Snowy Radio. So at the event, we're going to have some Christmas music. And again, you can submit your recipe today. There's a simple form. You put your name, your phone number, email, recipe name, and then you type out the recipe, and you just kind of put some fun stuff on there. Now, make sure you're creative with the name as well, because half of the time, that's how they get picked, because it's got a fun name. So submit your recipe right away at mocktailsmixoff.com, and we would love to make you a really big winner of $1,000 from Sunny Radio and Health Connect of South Dakota. Register now at mocktailsmixoff.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for News with Dan Farris.
Burn the midnight oil, wear out the shoe load, bang on desk, man answers. It's what I do. Remember that shootout at Gilberto's on Minnesota Avenue?
Yes.
Gilberto's?
Yeah, the thing's kind of, it's like, well, what happened there? What's the deal? What's skinny? What the heck went on? What's going on there? I've got an update. Thanks for asking.
Good. What you got?
Because I am an award-winning news journalist. Yes. I got a guy in custody.
Okay.
There's now, I think, boy, somebody got killed, 8 others got shot. I mean, bullets were flying. This is like a gun battle in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. Who thought you'd ever see that in Sioux Falls?
Yeah.
Not this reporter. Holy moly, Rocky. So, yeah, sitting there now on $100,000 bail, Isaac Mohammed Wali, 20 years old, was
Irish
arrested.
fella.
Yeah, the Irish, they get liberty.
Wow.
Court documents do, in fact, say that Mr. Wallay was present and certainly involved in the shooting at Gilberto's, but don't go into further detail. One man indeed did die, others injured during that shooting. Here's the skinny possible stolen gun, also mentioned in those court documents. Wallay has been charged so far with 2 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement. He tried to scram, right?
Yeah.
He tried to scram and almost took up a couple officers and stuff like that. 2 counts of simple assault on law enforcement, also resisting arrest. Wally has not received any charges related to the shooting yet. But as of Tuesday of this week, has received additional unrelated charges for aggravated eluding, obstructing an officer, according to court documents. Police spokesman Sam Clemens said Wednesday of this week, police aren't publicly identifying any other persons of interest yet or suspects in that shooting. Investigation is ongoing. So there you go. As you know, in this country,
world.
You are innocent till proven guilty,
Yep.
but there's a little mugshot. Guilty. Who wants to do some sports?
I do.
Everybody, brought to you by Bert and the team in hockey headquarters of Sanford Sports Complex. Everything for hockey, new and used, figure skating too, and over 2,000 square feet of fantastic gift items. Wonderful stuff. All right, what's going on? We're stumbling into Week 13 NFL action, NFL play. Some teams are great, some not so great. Here's the thing. What I like to do, because I like to help people.
Right.
So now and again, I just pick a lock. I just pick a game, tell you how it's going to turn out, and strongly advise you, if you're into the wagering thing, to bet everything you've got on this particular game. Hit up a loan shark if you have to. Take your parents' jewelry. I really don't care. Get a stack of cash together and lay it on the line. Minnesota Vikings visiting Detroit on Sunday to take on the winless Lions. In case you don't know, the Vikes are 5-6 and having their own struggle. Vikes quarterback, but here's the skinny. Kirk Cousins has faced the Lions 4 times as a Viking and racked up some of his best stats against them. In fact, he's 4-0 against the Lions since 2018 with an overall passer rating of pretty stellar 73%. He also happens to be a Michigan native, which has no bearing on this game whatsoever. However, Vikes are going into the game without starting running back Dalvin Cook, starting defensive end Efferson Griffin, and the Vikes offensive line leaks like a screen door on a submarine. Plus, Minnesota place kicker Greg Joseph will in fact shank another extra point. Who does that? He does. Lions are hungry and they're at home. Final, Detroit at 14, Vikes 13.
Oh, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a nail biter.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 point. Detroit's going to win their first game of the season.
Nice.
Seriously, second, third mortgage on the house, whatever you need to do. Speaking of houses, I love Detroit. You can still get a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home there for like $17.
I know. It's pretty great.
Plus, the tap water doubles up as a nice gas additive.
Jeez.
From the Sunny 93.3 News Desk, I'm Dan Farris. Gosh darn it, reminding you it's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, December 3rd, 2021. U.S. equities continued their volatile streak on Thursday, with indices rebounding more than 1.5%, but the near-term trend is still down. The rise of the new COVID variant is gaining traction and could derail the global recovery. With the S&P 500 still down about 2.5% from the recent highs, investors should expect volatility to continue in the near term at least. Friday's trading will be impacted by the NFP report, as well as COVID-related fears. The NFP report is expected to show upward of 500,000 new jobs created last month, and there is risk in the number. A weaker than expected figure would be bad for economic growth, while a hotter figure would put extra pressure on the FOMC to taper and hike rates. In either case, if the market closes lower today, you can expect it to move even lower next week. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.